today, I want to talk about a phrase that many of us have used at some point in our lives. Someday. You know what I mean, right? Someday, when I have the time, I'm going to travel around the world. Or, someday, when I have the money, I'm going to start my own business. Have you ever found yourself saying that? Someday is a way we reinforce the illusion that the future is safely far removed, that it doesn't really touch us. But let me tell you, it's a lie, not an intentional deception, but a lie nonetheless. Let's imagine this. Someday, I'm going to travel around the world. If that's true, if I absolutely intend for that to happen, then I should be making plans. If it's not practical, today, for me, to just up and circumnavigate the globe, I can start looking at what needs to happen first, second, and third to make that dream a reality. When I set that process in motion, the words someday disappear. I'm making it happen today, right now. In a very real sense, I am already taking that trip. It may be 3 years before I actually board that plane, but the words, they no longer apply. So, I stop using them. When I say someday, I'm not really talking about the future. The future is a reality that I'm connected to by what I'm doing right now. Someday is about some vague possibility that I'm not taking seriously. It's not a vision of my future. It's a fantasy, nothing more. Here's the damage we do with this illusion. We give weight to our someday fantasies. We squeeze some sense of enjoyment from them as if they were real land, thereby give ourselves permission to take no practical action whatsoever, while we swim in the comforting sense that those someday scenarios will move closer to the unfolding present on their own. But let me tell you this, they won't. The wistful, WOULDN, single quotes, T-it-b-nice pretendings of maybe futures do not insert themselves into your reality of their own accord. You've got to go claim them. Ask yourself, what is there in my life that I hold as someday? Someday, ... The 8th day of the week, the only day that never comes. This is the day, this one, right here, right now. Abraham Lincoln once said that it takes twice as long to sharpen the axe as it does to hack at the tree in your life. You are the axe. The slight edge is how you sharpen it. Sharpen yourself and pursue your path through those simple, small, easy disciplines. Compounded over time, they will take you to the top. I challenge you to do one simple, daily discipline in each of these 5 key areas of your life: your health, your personal development, your relationships including family, your finances, and your life overall. Aiming the purpose of your life. Make a habit of doing some sort of daily review of these slight edge activities. Whether it's keeping a journal, making a list, working with a slight edge buddy, or a coach, find a regular, consistent means. Spend high-quality time with men and women who have achieved goals and dreams similar to yours. Model successful mentors, teachers, gurus, masters, and allies. Do it daily, weekly, and monthly, and you will find yourself on the success curve. You will turn your dreams into realities. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. They put the slight edge to work for them, rather than against them, every single day. They refuse to let themselves be swayed by their feelings, moods, or attitudes. They rule their lives by their philosophies, and do what it takes to get the job done, whether they feel like it or not. Successful people don't look for shortcuts, nor do they hope for the big breakthrough. They are always open to quantum leaps, knowing that such opportune moments do present themselves from time to time, but they focus on sticking to their knitting and doing what they've put in front of themselves to do. They step onto the path of mastery, and, once having set foot there, they stay on that path throughout their lives. Successful people never blame circumstances or other people. Instead, they take full responsibility for their lives. They use the past as a lesson, but they do not dwell in it. They let themselves be pulled up and forward by the compelling force of the future. They know that the path that leads to the success curve and the one that leads to the failure curve are only a hair's breadth apart. This distinction is made by simple, insignificant actions that are just as easy not to do as they are to do, and that difference will ultimately make all the difference. Successful people know how to use the natural tension to close the gap from point A, where they are, to point B, where they want to be. They understand why the tortoise won the race. They know that steady wins the race, and that the slight edge is the optimal rate of growth for them. Successful people practice the daily disciplines that will assuredly take them to their final destination. They show up consistently with a good attitude over a long period, with faith and a burning desire. They are willing to pay the price and practice slight edge integrity. Successful people focus on having a positive outlook, but they understand that the funk gets everyone, and when it comes for them, they embrace it, knowing it is just refining them. They take baby steps out of the funk and step back into positivity. Successful people use inertia to build momentum, making their upward journey of success easier and easier. They know how to identify habits that don't serve them and replace them with those that do. They understand the powers of reflection, completion, and celebration. They harness them constantly, using their radar for unfinished business to propel them forward rather than being sucked backward and downward. Successful people acquire the three kinds of knowledge they need to succeed. They create an ongoing support system of both book smarts and street smarts, learning through study and through doing. They catalyze and accelerate that knowledge by finding mentors and modeling their successful behavior. They plan, they do, and then they review, again and again and again. Successful people are always asking themselves, who am I spending time with? Are they the people who best represent where I want to be headed? They form powerful relationships with positive people. They carefully build mastermind groups, work with those groups regularly, and take them seriously, and they do not hesitate to disassociate themselves, when necessary, from people who are consistently negative and threaten to drag them down. Successful people read at least 10 pages of a powerful, life-transforming book each day, and listen to at least 15 minutes of educational and inspirational information every day. They go to work on their philosophy first because they know it is the source of their attitudes, actions, results, and the quality of their lives. They understand that they can increase their success by doubling their rate of failure. They understand activity, and because they do the thing, they have the power. They understand the power of simple things. They understand the power of daily disciplines. They understand the power of the water hyacinth and know how to use it. They know how to keep paddling when others give up and sink. They know when they are being offered the choice of wisdom. Successful people understand the slight edge, and they put it to work for them. So, where do you go from here? Find your penny, then start doubling it. Thank you so much for watching. Truly, the fact that you stayed until the end of this video says something important about you. It shows that you care, that you're hungry, that somewhere deep inside, you believe you're meant for more, and you're ready to take the small steps to get there. The slight edge isn't just a concept, it's a way of living. It's a quiet power that works in the background, shaping your future through the choices you make every single day. Most people ignore it. They think one small decision doesn't matter, but you're learning the truth that every small decision matters more than you can imagine. It's easy to overlook the power of reading just one page a day, walking for 10 minutes, saying no to junk food, putting your phone away, and focusing, saving a single penny. But those tiny steps, the ones that seem so simple, even invisible, they build momentum. And momentum builds results. Greatness doesn't arrive in some grand moment. It's crafted in the quiet, in the routine, in the choices that no one else sees. And if you stick with those small steps, if you keep showing up when no one claps, if you keep believing when progress feels invisible one day, the results, will speak for themselves. So today, I want to leave you with a reminder. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to keep doing the small things right. Read that book. Say no to that distraction. Take that walk. Be kind to that person. Be patient with yourself. Every one of those actions is a brick, and together, they build the life you're dreaming of. If this video gave you even a little push of inspiration, then don't let it stop here. Like the video, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with someone you care about, someone who's maybe just one idea away from turning their life around. Your story is still being written, and the pen is in your hand. Thanks again for watching. Keep growing, keep believing, and never forget, your slight edge begins now.